Hello there, I'm John McLauchlan. Welcome to another video. So if this is the first time you visited the channel, then please consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe button just below, and if you get some value from this or any of the videos on this channel, then give us a thumbs up. Really appreciate that. Alright, what I'm going to do today is I did a review a little while ago. If you can just see on the screen there, My Lead Gen Secret Review 2023. It was a 4-year update where I kind of went through some specifics about My Lead Gen Secret. And the last couple of days I've had some really good questions or some comments on the channel, and essentially what I wanted to do was just reach out to people who are commenting and just answer one or two questions. And there's one question that came in from a guy called Wes, and let me just read this one out. So there's Wes's comment. Okay, really good question. And what he said he's struggling with, he said he's signed up for My Lead Gen. He's sending some really good emails. He's got like 40 people converted into the program, which is really good. He's got 5 accounts. But one of the things that he's battling with is attrition. So people are coming into My Lead Gen Secret, they're signing up. He's doing a really good job of getting people to sign up, but they're quitting fairly soon afterwards. And he wanted to know kind of what he could do to prevent that. So what I did, I answered his question and I said, okay, one of the things, and this is common in the online business world, is that you've got to look at what you're saying in your emails that gets people in the first place, and does what you say set the expectations. Okay, so what I mean by that is a lot of marketers, and you'll know this if you go out onto the internet, if you go on social media and you get beyond different people's email lists, a lot of people lead with an optimism bias. Okay, what I mean is if you're talking about My Lead Gen Secret, let me give you some benefits of My Lead Gen Secret. So it's low cost, okay? It's really quick to do. I've just done mine in like literally 10 minutes, 5 accounts, 10 minutes done, okay? The leads convert, and I'll probably think of another benefit, okay? It's profitable, okay? But it takes time to develop those skills, okay? You don't sort of start sending My Lead Gen Secret emails and suddenly you convert really well, okay? In Wes's case, he did really well, okay? So what you want to do is a lot of email marketers will lead with an optimism bias. So they'll say, hey, this is great, this is quick, this is easy, it's simple to do, and you can make all this money, go and sign up. And people go, great, and they'll do it, and they won't get any sales or sign-ups or really understand why, and they'll quit, okay? So you've got to set that expectation. And the way I do my marketing is that I will tell people the benefits, and I'll tell people what they need to do in order to learn. I'll tell them the pitfalls, okay? So number one, I'll say My Lead Gen Secrets. They are leads that convert. You get a lot of conversions with My Lead Gen Secret, but you've got to remember they are co-registration leads. So you get a lot of them, but they're not the best quality, okay? And yet they still convert. So what that means is we're getting leads from a US, they're all US and Canadian, mainly US leads. Very few come from the UK, very few come from Canada. So they are people, okay, but they're low quality. So what we need to do as marketers, we need to, we need to put our emails together in such a way that resonates with that audience, okay? And that's what I do on this channel. When I'm talking about My Lead Gen, I'll talk about constructing emails that are short and to the point and give people all the information. And I think really if you set the expectations, and this is what I always say, if you're going to start something online, don't expect immediate results. My first sale with My Lead Gen Secret was I promoted the system itself, and then if you promote the system and you get a referral, then you get double the leads. So you go from 100 leads a day to 200 leads a day. And I say it took me like 3 weeks to get one sale, okay? And I think Wes is saying there that people are sort of quitting fairly soon, I think within the first month. And if you look at anybody who starts an online business, it takes, from scratch, to learn the skills, it takes a long time. And most people, when they get an email from someone they don't know, it takes a while to develop that relationship, and it can take 30, 60, 90 days. And the average time people stay in business from scratch, if they don't get any results within 90 days, they usually quit. And yet that's when people start to take notice, after consistency, after 90 days. So if I always say, start your business and give yourself 12 months to learn your trade, to apply what you've learned, and then warm up the audience that's watching. Because if you do a video online, if you're sending emails every single day, you're going to create some interest in what you're doing. Okay, if you do a video on Facebook, or if you do a video on YouTube, or if you anywhere, okay, people will look. If people know you, people will look and they'll find out what you're doing. All right, people are always interested. So you've got to set the expectations. Really important. Wesley then came back with another question, and he said, one thing I said was, okay, set the expectations, think about your optimism bias, think about what you're actually saying to people, and are you meeting those expectations? And if people are quitting fairly soon afterwards, then you're probably not. Okay, so say something negative, say something constructive, because that's what people want to hear. Okay, there's a reason why soap operas are so popular. Okay, full of doom and gloom and negativity and people shooting each other. Okay, because people are kind of interested in that sort of thing. Okay, if you turn the soap opera and everything was fine, people will just get annoyed. Okay, so you've got to balance what you say in the right way. Okay, and people will then get to know, like, and trust you on a better level. The other thing was, so I said do that, and also maybe do a video talking about My Lead Gen, and send your My Lead Gen secrets to your video. Okay, so by that token, you can do a really small and to the point video. I just made a video for you. This covers a lot of things about My Lead Gen. Go and have a look. They go and have a look. They click on YouTube. They see your video, and they can see you talking, just like I'm doing now with you, talking. They can see your mannerisms. They can see if you tell the truth or not. It's always a good thing. Okay, those little telltale signs of, is this person really genuine, or is he just trying to tell me a lot of nonsense? And usually people can tell when they watch a video. Okay, so do that. And what Wes came back with was, okay, seems like a lot of work. Is it worth doing videos? Okay, and that is entirely up to you. Okay, what I would say is, some marketers, some coaches would say, okay, well, if you're serious about this, get on with it. Okay, put as much work in as you can. Okay, and if you're not going to put the work in, then do something else. Okay, they'd be kind of blunt. But the fact is that, time is our most precious commodity. Time is the most precious thing we've got. Okay, and I know a lot of people haven't got the time. They work shifts or they do whatever, so they've only got a limited amount of time. And not everyone likes video. Right? I like video. I'm quite used to talking to a camera. I never used to be. Okay, I used to put the video on record and then just start talking gibberish. All right, but you get used to it. So think about that. But the thing is, when you do a video, suddenly you've created leverage. So instead of sitting down with someone, going through the specifics, or doing a Zoom call, or whatever you're doing, suddenly you've got leverage. And somebody wants to, can you just show me this My Lead Gen thing? Yeah, have a look at this video. Can you show? Yeah, have a look at that video. Okay, and you're able to leverage that time. Okay, so even if it takes time to put a video together, it leverages time, so you actually have more time in which to go out and do marketing. Okay, does that make sense? So it really depends on, again, what are your goals going forward? What do you want to achieve? And let me tell you, the result that Wes has got from, did he say he'd been, how long had he been doing it? You can see the comments for yourself. I'll put a link to the video. In fact, I'll put a link to the video up here on the cards. Okay, have a look at that. He's been doing it a while anyway. And I say, to get 40 people to sign up is great. Okay, but again, if you, here's another thing he said. If I send people to a video, is there less chance that they would not convert because I'm sending them to a video and not the landing page? And the answer is no. And yes. Let me explain. What I mean is, some people want the information, just give me the information, let me get on with it, and that's it. And a lot of people they don't last the time. Okay, so if all people want to do is get in quick, they usually get out quick. Okay, if you send people to a video where they get to know you. First of all, they start developing trust with you, but also you give them more things to do. Have a look at the video. Watch the video. Take some information. Have a look at the description. Have a look at the link. Go to the link. Go and sign up. Okay. So you get them to do more things. And what it does, it establishes trust. It establishes a routine. And it's funny. If you get people to do more things and they've got to seek out a bit more information, then they're likely to last longer and for the long term. I've had some people in this program since the early days, and they just keep working at it. I've had some people come in and they're gone in a week. Okay, and that is just the nature of this business, the online business. And yes, it is. I think that was another question he had in terms of giving your time and giving your your energy to somebody else in terms of trying to teach them. And then they go, great, that's great, thanks very much, but it's not for me. And you go, wow, I just spent all that time trying to talk to you and helping you, and you're not even interested. I feel really dejected. And we've all been through that as well. So it's so important to try and systemize what you do by releasing videos, put it on YouTube, give people a link. And what it does as well, it also lets your clients and your customer, your leads, know that your time is precious, and they will treat you with more respect. Okay, so it's all good. Okay, the main takeaway I would say is always set the expectations with your audience. Okay, and I mean I was promoting a different program. It was called My Traffic Powerline, and I gave it a try and got plenty of people in, and then realised it was just a bit of a Ponzi scheme, because the actual product was rubbish. So I told all my downline, I said, look, this is rubbish. I've tried the traffic, I know where it's coming from, and then I put some videos out and I said, look, this is rubbish, because it was. And you've got to do that. You've got to be quite honest with your audience. And I make mistakes. Lots of people make mistakes, but we learn from them. And we've just got to be honest. Okay, rather than saying, okay, yeah, well, this thing might have legs. It might be okay. Keep going, lads. Keep going, everybody. Just keep paying your subscriptions. It's not the way to be in business. You just got to be honest. So anyway, I hope that helps. And I say my lead gen secret. Let me tell you, I've been doing it for over 4 years. I can't remember when I actually got involved. I think it was May of 19 or something like that. And I'd look at my first account has now got over 300,000 leads in it. Bearing in mind I can only send 200,000 at any one time because of the system. But I've got 5 accounts, and it's about, I did write it down. So it's 815,100 was the count a few days ago. So it would have been, maybe, I don't know, cracking on. We're not quite there, 1 million yet, but we're not far away from 1 million leads. And you can imagine what of an effect that has on your business. If you're sending close to 1 million leads to one YouTube channel or one YouTube video, that's going to build up over time. So, if you're interested in doing my lead gen, it does work, but it does work in the long term. Okay, remember you're getting like 100 leads every single day, then you can build up to 200 leads a day and go from there. And you can then put multiple accounts. And one of the things about my lead gen is that they allow you to become an affiliate of your own product, so you can chain your accounts, and that's what I do. And literally I've got 5 accounts, and that's why I've got so many leads. So it does work. But again, like with anything in business, you just got to be tenacious, you just got to be patient, and remember that nothing comes easy. Nothing comes easy. Okay, despite what the gurus will tell you, 10 minutes a day is dead easy. One thing I said to my team earlier, and I was talking to my team on a Zoom call, and I said, if you pay for My Lead Gen Secret and you're paying $30 a month, $60 in your first month to get set up, and then $30 every month, and you get those leads coming in every single day. But if you just paid $30 a month to increase and develop your skills with email marketing, it'll be so worth it. And even doing this for the last 4 years, my skills of email marketing have increased quite significantly because I'm dealing with more cold traffic, and I understand now what converts cold traffic, and also what maintains a relationship or what builds a relationship over time. So either way, I see it's a win-win in terms of getting a good return from the platform, in getting a return from the leads and the products and the services that I promote through the system, and also in developing skills. So, what I would say, my kind of advice to anybody would be, you'll see a lot of videos out there. People say, I've got 5 accounts, I've got 10 accounts, I've got all these accounts. Okay, just start with 1 or 2 accounts, maybe 3 accounts. It's up to you, but always market within the confines of your own budget. Never put yourself in a position where you think, okay, I've got $200 a month in marketing expenses, or what I can afford. What I can afford is $200 a month, right? So I'm going to go for 5 accounts because it's $150. That'll leave me with $50, and you're kind of pushing yourself too much. Okay, never rely on a return. Okay, always do it within the confines of your budget. So start with 1 or 2. Okay, it's going to be $60 a month, and then when you start to see a return, when you start to know it's a good idea for you, and you can start to see things developing, then maybe get another account. But what happens if you get another account, you start at 0, and you think, well, if I started that account when I started that account, I'd have had all these leads. It doesn't really matter. You're not going to miss out. Okay. What you will miss out on is not doing anything in the first place. Okay. Or maybe thinking, this is great advice, John, but can I do it? Maybe I can't do it. Okay. Anybody can do this. One of the things I will say is that I'm always available. You'll probably see I've got a text number here. Most of my websites and pages now have live chat, so it comes through to me direct. It comes through to my phone. And there's also a Facebook group where you can develop your skills in terms of My Lead Gen Secret. Loads of users get together, they share secrets, they share their strategies, what's working, what isn't working, and it's great, so that's the idea. We're here to make money, and we're here to succeed online. So anyway, Wes, I know I've sort of gone with your question, but it was a really good question, and I really appreciate you submitting that, so thank you for that. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you can subscribe just down below. As always, if you're watching this and you've got additional questions, then you can put a comment just below. I'll put a link to that video. Where will it be? About there, just near my sign. Okay, I'll put the little call out there. Have a look at that. It's really good, and you can have a look at Wes's question, because he put some good comments on. And if I can help in any way, just reach out. And the link to get started with My Lead Gen, again, it will be just below in the description. Have a look at that. When you click that page, there's a little bit of a training you may or may not want to watch, but it's a video on there, and it just tells you a little bit about My Lead Gen, and you can get started with it and get your first account from there. Literally, like 5 minutes from now, you can click that link, go and set up your account, and you can have your first 100 leads emailed in the next few minutes. Really simple, really straightforward. And what I've always found, there's never been an issue with My Lead Gen. They pay out as and when you need it, and they also pay any PayPal fees as well, so it's great. You'll get paid in Bitcoin if you want, which is quite a good idea right now because it's going up. So anyway, hope that's helped. Any questions, let me know, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.